BBD into bro of the night, and arguably the most obvious bro of the night. I feel like Donovan Mitchell and Dame had some legit ones, but it's Lucas Giolito. He threw a no-hitter, so that's a good way to do it. He's really good, and he's a fun story. So, he's a Cali guy, Harvard Westlake. He's the whole story. He went to high school with Jack Flaherty, Max Fried. So, again, imagine that high school team. Pretty nuts. That honestly makes me mad. I hide it and say it's a cool thing, but like the fact they're on the same high school baseball team, that's nuts. And the cool thing is, so Giolito was a big prospect. He comes up with the Nats, and he kind of wasn't great. He comes to the White Sox. He was okay, and then he got his first full season with the White Sox, and he got roughed up. He led the league in walks. He led the league in earned runs. Not good. And, I mean, baseball, we get so reactionary that he was 23 years old that you're like, this guy might be a mess. Bounces back the next year. He's an all-star. He's 6th in the Cy Young. 176 innings pitched, 228 strikeouts, a 3.41 ERA. Not super impressive. I think the ERA fell off towards the end of the year last year. And now he comes back, and he's having a nice season. Having a no-hitter will help that out. 43.2 innings pitched, 58 strikeouts, a 3.09 ERA. He's the White Sox ace. He's their, like, White Sox were the story of baseball last week until the Padres went full Padres. Like, they kind of overlapped at the same time, but
if not for the Padres doing their thing, we would have a lot of White Sox.
Because there are a lot of sports people that only take in the high-level stuff, and that's why you got to watch Wake and Jake. Share. Tell a friend. The White Sox were the story because their offense is nasty. And if Giolito, obviously, probably can't be throwing no-hitters every game. If he could, oh, my God. How nuts would that be? But he's their one. And this was kind of his prove it. Like, you pitched really well last year. Prove it again. And now he's doing it. He is 25 years old?
Yeah. 26?
26. He turned 26 July 14th. Happy birthday, Lucas Giolito, when it happened. So he is the bro of the night. You throw a no-hitter, you got a good chance of it. And, man, it's important for the White Sox, man. They're going to be in a 3-game playoff, and he's going to get the pill in one of those games. And he's going to be really tough to beat. So, good for the White Sox. Good for Giolito. He's an absolute stud. I think he's going to be a friend of the. Like, I think Trevor works out with him, so we'll talk to him soon. Eloy, my guy, I think did get banged up in the celebration. I don't think there's any official word on that. We'll see. But Lucas Giolito, BBD, who is your bro of the night? I took a big one.
Yeah. You took the obvious one. Small shout out Adam Engel and right.
Yeah.
Made some good plays that last play.
Better make that.
He's a defensive guy.
Yeah.
Recall him robbing the Yankees of several homers.
Yeah, that's right.
Greg Bird had that homer that, like, I'll say forever. That would have ignited him on such a hot streak. I think
it still will.
Yeah. But we almost did the Paul George thing. We already did that conversation.
Yeah.
I'm giving it to Donnie Barrels.
Okay.
The season he's having, pretty nuts. Another cool story. Kind of just putting it together, like in his 30s. He bounced around for a while, got a couple different, samples in the big leagues. Brief Yankee. They played for the Yankees in 2016, didn't come back to the big leagues until last year, 2019. 81 games, did pretty well, and this year he's just lighting it up. Obviously, still small samples, things can come back to earth, but like 351 batting average, the walk-off last night, just dropping D everywhere. 9 doubles.
Dropping Donovan Solano. What's his batting average? Do you have that?
351, assuming that's updated from last night.
It's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I'd like to hit that.
You hit 351, you're doing pretty well. Yeah, man, the Giants are rolling. I don't know. I'm interested if a story comes out because they've kind of fixed Yastrzemski. They kind of fixed Donovan Solano. I wonder if there's a hitting coach to blame or what's going on. But, yeah, I don't know, man. Good bro of the night. Paul George probably could have got one. I mean, from going laughing stock of the internet to having a big game. I mean, he's going to be tested the rest of these playoffs. I said it the other day, but, like, if they lose, nobody's going to point at Kawhi. They're all going to point at Paul George. So